Today we're going to be going ahead and starting to invest in more fishing robots, as well as, of course, Auto Slayer bots, because we need to get an upgrade on our island for $50 million that we have not gotten yet. Basically, it gives us 4 more bots to work with here in the fishing farm, so 1 more of these, and then 4 more Slayer bots down here, which means we will have skeletons and zombies with 4 Slayers at once now, which is really good. Before we do that, we are going to be going ahead and going into the diamonds. I made a preset teleport pad and crafting bot system that will go over about how it actually works for the diamonds, and we'll start them up here in a moment, but we need to go ahead and go over this. So to give a rundown, if we do /crafting in diamonds, basically when it gets harvested, you need a diamond scrap shard, which then makes a diamond scrap, which then makes a diamond. So basically what happens is it picks up these scrap shards and then it crafts them into a scrap, which then drops, gets teleported up to here, I believe, and then goes back into the system again. Then eventually it'll craft a diamond out of the scrap and then drop it down, teleport it over to this one, and then it'll go into here and we have a chest for it all. This system saves a decent bit of money instead of having to use 2 crafting bots, so it's just way better to be using this. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead, upgrade our island. IS upgrade, let's go here, and I think it's this one. Yeah, so this one gets us the mining and slaying and fishing bots that we need. Here we go, boom, 50 million, and the next one is 200 million, which we're not gonna get for quite some time. So our only issue is we need to get a mining bot, which we don't have any as of right now. We just need to get one though. So what I'll do is grab out some melons and we'll grab out the, I believe, gold nuggets, put it in here and start crafting some glistering melons to make some money, because right now we only have under around 2 million. But for bots for like Slayer and fishing, I prepared for this video. If we go in PV4, I have 4 each of both types, so we can go ahead and set these up. I'm thinking we'll start with the Slayer bots first and then we'll work on the fishing ones. That sounds like a wise idea. So we need to go ahead and grab out some coal fuel. So we need this many amounts of coal fuel that we're gonna put in the bots, and then we need 2 more iron fuel stacks. So grab 1, 2, and put that in there. The rest of the coal fuel we'll go ahead and put in here. For the time being, we don't really need it right now, but we will need it. So we'll go ahead, grab out our first bot, and we'll go to the skeletons. Where are they at? Right here, there we go. Put this in and then put in the coal fuel. Okay, so that's situated. Now we're gonna do zombies. So we put 1 here, repeat the process, of course, and put in the coal fuel. Grab out some more of this, and we have 2 left. It already says we have it maxed out. Wait, what? Okay, so I have noticed I put 2 down, but it's not letting me put the other 2 down. That is really weird. I'm not sure if that's what's supposed to happen, because it says +4 on a specific bot, so that should technically mean that we get 4 more, not an extra 2, to be fair. So what this means, it only goes up 2 each time. So I kind of just got ripped off, is what I'm pretty much saying. I bought all these extra bots for nothing, oh no. So 2 of the fishing bots and 2 of the Slayer bots can just be sold, okay. And we can only place down 2 fishers for this so far, which is kind of unfortunate. I genuinely thought we could just put another 4 down, because it makes it seem like that at least. That's genuinely what I thought. So now I just gotta make sure the fuel is still running properly, which it looks like it is so far, but we'll have to check over time. I guess what we can do is start setting up the next fisher area though. So we go into PV4, grab out hoppers, and we're gonna have to buy a ton more. All right, break this and that, and then I'll just go ahead and look through these. So now I just go ahead and copy the same thing that we did on these. Pretty simple stuff. It's kind of annoying how I have to place this to get it up to the top, but I mean, it'll do. Okay, we'll get like maybe 8 more hoppers. And while I'm at it, I'm removing this hopper up here because it's apparently not even needed. I don't know why I even had that there. So there we go. We got the whole tower going, and we have 5 spare hoppers. Not bad, not bad. So now I need to start filling this all with iron fuel. Our cheapest bet is to buy this one, so we'll go ahead and buy that. And it should be enough if I'm not mistaken. So I got it all filled up. Now I'm just gonna put the spare iron fuel in the actual system here to fill up all the hoppers. So this all should be full, and there should be a little bit going around here, which is fine. Is what it is. So I put my Slayer bots up for 6.5 million each, trying to make some money back, of course. It's unfortunate that the price I bought them for was like around 9 million, so I'm losing probably around 6 million from both bots in total. And then the fishers, we'll go ahead and put these up, which I bought these for around like 12 million, so I can put these up for 10. So we go into PV4 and we're gonna set up the fishers. So we're gonna start from the top going downwards, I think is the plan, but I do need to grab out the fuel beforehand as well. Probably would be a wise idea. So I'm gonna try and get in the first spot, and then we put the fisher down, put its fuel in, and then we start putting that in. There we go. Now we go down to this one, if I can get in the spot. All right, we're in the spot. Let's go ahead and start putting in the fuel. So one thing I've noticed is I do need to move the bot down to the bottom here, just one of them. And the reason for that is pretty simple. The water does collect near the bottom of its feet. I could realistically put a fence there actually, but we're just gonna roll with this because then I'd have to mess with these ones as well. And I'm not, of course, willing to do that right now. So now we need some wool. Where's the wool at? There it is. And then we go down one layer, and then we're gonna fill this all in with water and then break the wool. Pretty simple. Okay, one of the auto slayers sold, but we're gonna go ahead and start getting rid of all this wool. And then this should flow down and these should start working. There we go. Working perfectly. You love to see it. I just gotta keep my eyes on the fuel here for a while just to make sure things are working accordingly. So it's been a few days since I last recorded, and I want to give a few updates on a few things I've done on the island. The first thing you probably noticed in the background is that I actually changed up how the diamonds work on the island because the design I was using was not fully finished and it kind of worked but didn't work at the same time. It was kind of broken. Let's put it that way. But basically this design is really just an easier one. It does the same concept. You just use 2 crafting bots, one for scraps, one for diamonds, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, makes the diamonds pretty simple. And I also got 6 more diamond nodes, and I got some we're going to be setting up here in a moment. If we go into PV4, you can see I have some mining bots, and we got some diamond nodes we'll go ahead and set up. Realistically, I could go ahead and make a system like this, but link chests are kind of cheap, and we already have one anyways, so we'll just use that one. And what else was there that I was going to mention? Oh yeah, now I remember. I redesigned how this works. I got a hopper dropper from the shop, or I think off AH, one of the two. I got one of the hopper droppers, which basically just drops a ton of items. It's a hopper you put under containers, it just throws it out. So I have it now flowing into here with a crafter upgrade level 2 to make sure my fuel is running pretty much consistent. One thing I was also testing really quick was that if I needed any more iron nodes to keep this running and all the fuel going. To keep this overflowing, I do need another layer of iron nodes, so we have to set that up again. Because it was running consistently, this was overflowing this pool. This one is now not even overflowing, and the chest is going down really quick. So we need to set up a new layer of this really quick before we set up diamonds. I just realized. But yeah, I think this works perfectly. And then we need a bot right here, and we actually need to break this really quick so we can place down a hopper and put our link chest to a white channel. And then what else do I need? I need 8 stacks of coal, because yeah, apparently I do need that much iron fuel. But yeah, apparently I do need more iron fuel. I didn't even know because I was testing this if it would break or not, and apparently the channel is going down very quick. Anyways, we got the bot situated. We'll put this in. So I have spare iron fuel in my PV5. I'm probably just gonna go ahead and put inside of link chests and whatnot if I need to put more in, which it seems to be being stable again. I think I'll just put the rest in here. Anyways, we have to set up the one for diamonds now, and we need to buy a link chest because we just used the one we were gonna use. So we'll grab this one right here with the funny numbers. Then we go ahead, start placing down the diamond nodes, and it's about 21 per layer of these that I'm gonna be setting up. And so I bought them beforehand just so I didn't have to purchase them on video. But yeah, I'm also kind of upset that the design at the start of the video didn't work. So if anyone tries to build that, it could work in a way with an item filter that we're gonna be building soon in this video, what I'm gonna show off soon, of course. But basically it would just use a lot more complex things like a dropping system. It's just not worth it to use the item filter way. This just saves way more money apparently, but of course they're both very expensive. We'll go in PV5, grab out another mining bot, and I guess we can go ahead, put a hopper, put in the white channel, and I need 8 more stacks of fuel, so we'll grab coal fuel. 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. There we go. So after looking at this, I apparently miscounted on how many auto mining bots I can have down, so I guess we'll just have this preset for the time being. So basically I'm gonna put a chest here that just has the mining bot in the chest. For the time being, we can't even place this because we need another island upgrade for more slots, and that's 200 million, and it only gives us, I think, 2 more. This doesn't specify the proper thing, and I did make a bug report on that, so they will probably change that in the future, hopefully, to make it actually say the proper thing, because apparently each upgrade only gets you 2 extra, not 10, 8, 6, and 4, so it is kind of annoying that that misled me, and I also just miscounted. But yes, I want to make another thing in this video, which is an item filter, because I tried making one earlier in the map, and it didn't really go to plan. So we're gonna make an item filter in, I believe, this chunk for all the recipes that I craft, just so it's nice and organized. I was trying my hardest to figure this out, but one of my viewers, known as Lyak, they actually managed to to figure out a way to get this to work, and I didn't even know that some items don't go in the hoppers and all sorts of things. So thank you, Lyak, once again. So Lyak showed me a design, and I have screenshots of how to build it. It was the one I built, but the only thing I had wrong was the items inside the hoppers. And what you need is resource cobblestone to make sure it filters properly and it's considered a renamed item, I guess. That also gets me curious if resource oak logs would work, because it's technically renamed. So we're gonna test it with resource oak logs first, and if it doesn't work, then we'll go ahead and set it up with cobblestone. So I just want to test the theory, but we'll get the system set up first. So what this means is we have to start breaking everything down, which is just this little system here, but honestly won't take too much time. For the storage, we're gonna have around like 5 double chests per kind of recipe that we make, and the reason for that is really just because Rabbit Farmer Stew does not stack, which is kind of annoying. So that's the only reason we're gonna have a big storage system. The rest don't really need it. So we gotta figure out where I want to build this. Okay, so I thought of a good idea to go with. We just need 1 teleport pad. So I need to buy a teleport pad, which there's only 1, so we gotta buy that quick. So the teleport pad is this block I'm looking at right now, and the crafter would be this one. So we're gonna set up like where the crafter would go, even though it's not really gonna be placed yet, I guess. So we'll go ahead and put a white channel down. Realistically, we don't need chests here, but I'm gonna have them anyways, so I can store the bundles in there when I want to put them in instead of going in the hoppers. So now I need to figure out where I want the chests to be, so we need to turn on chunks again. So I just realized there's redstone on the back of this, so I kind of forgot that we're gonna need to move this upwards. Or not really upwards, but like forward this way. Let's put it that way. So the chests apparently have to be along here, which is kind of annoying, but I mean, it'll work. So I found more problems. I have to move this out one so we can build the redstone properly again. From my knowledge, this should hopefully be the layout that I need, and then we'll build one at a time because each one needs the same system. So we need 6 redstone comparators, 6 repeaters, 18 redstone dusts, and then I believe 6 redstone torches if I'm not mistaken. So what I need to do is go along here really quick and put down the comparators. So we add those all in, and then we chuck this here, 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 oops, here, and then we should be good. They all need to be facing into the comparator. Then I need to add redstone torches underneath this. All I'm concerned about is if this will break this hopper down here if we have redstone torches, but we'll see. Now we add repeaters with no tick changes, and then we go along here, put the blocks, and apparently it's not as much redstone as I thought. It was only like very little that we needed. So I believe if I put that in, it should be fine. Yeah, that seems to be working. So if I were to put in chests, let's see if this works properly. It should go down to 18 of the item that needs to be put away. Yes, okay, so the sorter is working. It needs to go down to 18. So just had to double check everything's working, of course. So I'm trying to figure out which one is going to be leftovers. So we need to figure that out. So I think this is going to be burnt smoked beef, leftovers here, crispy flesh, then glycerine melon. Should be pretty simple of a concept. So we'll put this hopper back. So one thing I've realized, we can set this one up with wool for the time being, just so then it's prepared and doesn't have anything going in it. But eventually we'll make sure that this is leftovers. All of it will just be leftovers, just so we can stock it all up. Okay, so the water pool is working. It works fantastic. I tested it with just one item. It seems to go through the gap here, which is perfect. So we're done that. We put down the teleport block right here and here. This one will teleport items, and we'll get rid of these specific things that we need to get rid of. And then we'll do this one, which doesn't do anything. And then whenever it crafts things on here, it'll go into here. And then we put some water here and a block there. And there we go. This should be working perfectly. So if I throw down a bucket here, it should teleport that. There it goes. Goes right into here. Perfect. After a lot of trial and error, I have managed to make the design that I wanted to go with for the item filter. So here's a rundown of the design. You have a crafting bot that crafts all the loot on one spot, and then it goes into unstackable item sorters, or filters, I guess you could say. So these two will only pick up the Rabbit Farmer Stew, and then we have it go over to a new system that loops around in case some items slip through. But basically, these 4 right here are gonna be for burnt smoked beef, leftovers, crispy flesh, and of course, glycerine melon. Basically, I was having trouble with the redstone. Them being too close to each other was kind of causing issues with the redstone, so I had to like kind of swap them around on both sides and make the storage down below, as you can see. But it does definitely work, so I am very satisfied. I also had to get this figured out, which was a variant of this just for unstackable items. But yeah, basically it'll work for all the items that I want to put in here. It's that simple. So diamonds are now situated. Of course, we can't get this going, which is unfortunate. We'll get it going in like a different point in time, maybe. We'll see. And of course, we got the item sorter and crafter for all the recipes that I want to put in here. so then I don't have to sort it myself, and it's just easier. Even though it's gonna go in a sell bot eventually, it's just nice to have it all sorted, of course. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.